Okay, boys and girls, so today we're going to do our third paper airplane. It's called the Hawk Dart. Apart from the classic dart, the Hawk Dart and its many variations is probably the best known of all paper airplanes. In origami terms, the techniques involved are quite sophisticated, but children of all ages seem to have no difficulty making them. The formation of the nose produces a shape well known in origami as a fish base. This design can be made from almost any shaped rectangle. I'm using, once again, just stuff from the mail that I have. It is a rectangle. I'm going to start out with that hot dog fold right here that we usually start out with. So, remember, if you want nice crisp folds, you can use a pen, pencil, marker, whatever to rub on the edge to make it a nice crisp fold. Now this paper is more like cardstock. I'm doing it as an experiment to see if this works out well or if it is more difficult and not as good to fly. So we'll see. It's an experiment. I am going to open it up like this. I'm going to take the bottom corner and put it up so that this is right along the edge. I'm going to line it up the best I can. And I'm going to take my marker and go across it a couple of times. Okay, good. Now I'm going to open that up. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side, so I create an X. I'm going to line that up with the very edge. Maybe a little bit further. It's not perfect because nobody's perfect. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and run my pen along there so that I can open it up. Now I have this crisscross area. So now I'm going to fold this up until to the part that's folded right here. I'm going to kind of line up the crisscross areas right there and fold right there. I'm going to go ahead and take my pen. Also, this point should be right at the bottom if you do it correctly. Okay, so now I'm going to open this up. I am going to take these parts right here, these pre-folded parts, and bring them together. And then I'm going to lay it down so it's like this. That's a little complicated. Let me do it again. I'm going to take these folds right here, fold them up with the other parts folded down, bring them together, and push down so it's flat on my paper. Okay, now that you have this down like this, you're going to take this top part and you're going to line it up with that middle part right there. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up, press down firmly, take my pen, run along that edge. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. I'm going to take this, line that up with the middle as best I can get it, which is not perfect, and that's fine. I'm going to run this along that fold a couple of times because this paper is really thick. So I have to do that a couple of times. Okay, now we're going to be creating some pre-creased things for later. So I'm going to put this up, line it up right there, and make that crease. I'm going to take my pen to make it a crisp fold. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Make it a nice crisp fold. And then open it back up again. So now this part is going to come in to line up with that middle part. So I'm going to bring that in, make a nice crisp fold. Ugh, this is a lot of paper, especially with cardstock. And then open it back up again. I'm going to take this part, make a nice crisp fold right here. Ooh. Ugh. But you open it back up again. Okay, now I have to do the same thing on the other side. I have to make this part line up with this part. So I'm going to do that. This is all to make the pre-creases so that we can fold it in a certain way. Sorry, that was my son. He's doing his homework right now. Not homework, but classwork. So now I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to do the same pre-fold. Fold it right in there. Crease it. Run my pen along it really, really tight. And open it up. If you are in one of the lower grades, I would suggest not using cardstock because it makes it a lot harder. So now we're going to fold this part up, I believe. Okay, this is a little difficult. So you're supposed to fold these parts in so that this part points straight up. So if I put it on its side, it looks like that. So these part in so that that part stands straight up, and then you're going to fold that to the side down, really, down here. You're going to do the same thing with the other side. So this is supposed to stand straight up. This is supposed to fold that way. There we go, like that. Straight up, and then fold down. Okay, now once that is folded down, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to fold this all the way down so it opens this fold on the other side. So that this points out here, this points down there. I'm going to go ahead and press down on my fold really hard right there. Really hard right there. So it's like that. Now, I'm going to fold this halfway like this. So it looks kind of like that. Then this opens up and folds all the way down to the fold right here. Goes all the way down there. I'm going to try to do it so it goes all the way across in a nice straight line, but nobody's perfect. And then I'm going to turn it over, do the same thing over here. So I'm going to fold this down till it's up to there. I'm going to try to line it up with the other one so that it is the best it can possibly be. Make that nice crisp fold, even on that part that's so many folds. Then you open it up like this. That's almost done, almost done. Now we just have to fold this up a little bit. I would say about 1 inch in. And we want to fold this in, I would say about 1 inch in. Make it a nice crisp fold, and then you are ready to fly. So you fly it like this. And this is called the Hawk Dart. Hope you enjoyed.